the buzzard.
WNAP audio performance mode. Stand by. Stand by.
Your attention, please. Your ARB1 requests that you listen.
Transcendent thinking will align brain sync phasers so that ARB1 reaches you privately.
You may now resume your activities. Thank you for your attention.
Stridus.
Neural audio performance mode. NAP.
Chronoseg readout, 436.
No matter where you live, it's worth the drive to the store called Henselmeyer's.
Peter Framptonoid, the neural audio performance mode. With our pharmaclasmic time study of pre-radiation radio in the 60s and 70s of the 20th century. Clone or whatever. Neural audio performance mode, NAP, Friday, October 21, 2093. The final pharmaclasmic time study of pre-radiation radio in the 60s and 70s of the 20th century.
Please stand by for this important announcement. Trying to raise funds for a new dulcinator, and you can help by having your tube cleaned. Bring your vehicle to the southeast quadrant on level F. You will be met there and taken to the tube wash, sponsored by the Young Minotaurites. Only 5 donians, and it all goes toward the acquisition of the new dulcinator.
October 21st, 2093.
It makes me laugh. I mean, that is to say,
If a droid could actually laugh, this would be funny. From the pre-radiation days of the 60s and 70s of the 20th century, Miko and Star Wars. It's 450, the Chronoseg readout now. Zamshine 152, lubricating oil for keeping your droid in optimum readout excellent order. I personally recommend it. Prevents sanding, discoloration, and crackiness. Ask for it by name. Zamshine 152. I am Dandroid.
Are you tired of listening to the same old music licks night after night?
stand by, stand by.
Your attention, please. Your ARB1 requests that you listen.
Your current thought could become your suspended time rest phase reality. Are you being happy?
You may now resume your activities. Thank you for your attention. October 21st, 2093.
Stone Cold Silver. Yes, without proper lubrication, I'm sure that would be the case. Caller, from the pre-radiation radio days of the 60s and 70s of the 20th century, you are listening to your Neural Audio Performance Mode, NAP. I am Dandron.
The Sheen Company. Now you have a friend in the diamond business.
The SimSec Finder Digiflex has now been completely revised by SimSec Finder Company to analyze all home processor units, including the recent days from EEGs, etc. That's right, it can detect and pinpoint any circuit or component failure with perfect isolation and accuracy. Information on the Digiflex as well as all the SimSec Finder products are available by request.
The Chromoseg readout is 455.
This is Todd Rundgren for you.
This is NAP. VEX 10. WE, the Circa Connector, is operational now.
Your Neural Audio Performance Mode. WNAP, Indianapolis.
October 21st, 2093.
Information unit, educational data units are in function today. Process operators and high-level human pedagogues stayed away from the educational machines in the Indianapolis zone yesterday in demand for more economic motivation. Their discussions continue, but educational arcs will be served today. The Archaic Society of the Indiana Quads announced today they plan to hold their annual The Silly Past convention on a gel pad in the Meridian Corridor of the Inner Resources Center. Meridian Corridor used to be a street before the dome was constructed. The gel pad, a bacteria catcher, is on the side of what used to be a TV station. As older residents will remember, TV was declared a form of mental insanity in the late 20th century. A TV station called 13 used to be where the bacteria catcher is now. The Archaic Society says the highlight of the Silly Past convention will be the holographic presentation of a song and dance team called the Eyewitness Center, featuring a man known for his legs. Ms. Carlotta K2 McWX got a pleasant surprise yesterday. Her legal practitioner sent her a communication saying that her great-uncle, a wealthy 20th century industrialist, had left her the sum of 20 million mid-20th century dollars. These dollars, as they were known then, were used to pay for the legal practitioner's communication, which was made collect. The Harry E. Wood Android and Robotic Converter Training Center announced today they have found dusty segments of a time long gone. In a dark corner of a sub-level, they found an old wooden crate containing memorabilia of how education used to be conducted for pre-Renaissance humanoids. There were such items that historical databank analysts say were paddles, workbooks, and two creatures called mascots. One was called Chet the Jet, the other a Slick. Another personality note. Some convent processors report record sales of a holographic presentation of a human character, Clyde Lee. Convent processors report sales of the handsome Mr. Lee surpassing the 20th century poster sales of a humanoid called Farrah Dripless. Reportedly, an aging song and dance man known as Paul is trying to graft the holographic poster onto his legs. In sports, last night's physical manipulation match went to DRMX the Bruiser, who won with his famous knee drop on the respiratory module. Today's programmed environment. Resident tabulators request continued autumn environment in all quadrants of the dome, generally pleasant on index level. Out of the dome, solar flares, thermal influxes, and a mild rating hysteria storm. In the dome, ARB1 has programmed beautiful color schemes.
Listening to the Neural Audio Performance Mode. The chronosec readout is 5:08.
Monday, October 24th, WNAP and Sunshine invite you to the Indianapolis Convention Center
On Heiser-Busch, St. Louis.
An endangered species now, of course. Inside the dome for tonight, brain has been programmed into the constant environmental controller. The temperature tonight inside the dome will be down to approximately 45. It's 65 in the dome right now.
October 21st, 2093. Your attention, please. Your ARB1 requests that you listen.
Seek that which is only beautiful, and our civilization empire will flourish beyond measurements of time.
You may now resume your activities. Thank you for your attention.
How can you pick a sure thing Just put your money on Charlie's best bets at Lazarus.
Kansas point of no return is available at all Indianapolis Airway record departments.
Yeah, I was being constructed at about the time those things were just becoming no longer popular. 20 Chronos eggs past the unit of 5, the Neuro Audio Performance Mode.
Performance mode, and that's McCartney Clone 7. As I told you yesterday, of course, all of the Beatles material, those people, John, Paul, George, and Ringo, all of their material was destroyed in the radiation wars of the last century. You're listening to the Neural Audio Performance Mode, NAP, circa 2093. Of course, we have until 7 o'clock tonight, Dan Droid. At 7, Nidob the Dipper, if they complete repairs by that time. Oh, I see. Even if they don't complete repairs by that time.
How easy is it to get real stereo value? It's easy in Indy and Muncie.
Can you understand me? Can you understand me?
I am Dendroid. You're listening to the Neuro Audio Performance Mode. The chronoseg readout is 27 units past the hour of 5. Stand by, stand by.
Your attention, please. Your ARB1 requests that you listen.
Educational arcs are provided at knowledge banks for your growth.
You may now resume your activities. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, sweetie.